Hello everyone and welcome to International Falls, Minnesota. This video is just going to be a little documentation on the current state of kind of big box retail around the area. So starting with the old Super One Foods parking lot you can see here on Highway 71. And right next to it they've got the Cine 5 movie theater. And I didn't get a very good clip of this just because there were some people in front there. But there you can kind of see it, the movie theater. Then go a little bit further to the southwest down the highway, and they have this Menards store. And this is one of the more unique Menards stores that I've been to. If you take a look at just a few of these video clips I took inside of the store, you'll see that the ceiling height on this is a little bit shorter than most Menards stores because this is a renovated building. And I believe this used to be, from what little I could find on, Googling this, it was, I think, a mall previously, maybe called the International Mall, but I couldn't find a whole lot more than that. So if anybody knows anything more about what this place was prior to becoming the Menards, I'd sure like to learn more about it. But it seems like this was, previously a small town mall that probably had a few stores and maybe a anchor store or two perhaps, but now they've just made it into a Menards. And you can see here, this is kind of interesting. It transitions, the ceiling type is transitioning here, obviously different parts of, different uses of what the previous space was when it was a mall or whatever. So, it really has a different and unique aesthetic to it. And you can see here, they had to obviously add a bit of an addition for this carpet area to make a higher ceiling or something. So it's kind of interesting. Like I said, definitely one of the more unique Menards stores I've been to. And then, so now just taking a look at the outside of the building and kind of walking around the front side of it towards the kind of northeast, I think. So here's the outside of the Menards store, and then you walk a little bit further and you can see what used to be an older grocery store, and I'll show you that once I get to it here. But this is just an interesting area, International Falls, as far as the retail stuff goes. I know they used to have a Kmart, and that is now the location of the brand new, recently opened Super One Foods store. I think they tore that building down, the old Kmart, and just completely built a new one. But if you take a look inside some of these, I think they actually moved the Super One into this old part of the mall here, and I don't know if that was after that original location I showed you or before or after for a while, but at some point it was here apparently, and then they just recently built a new store as of 2023, it looks like. So brand new Super One store, but this is what one of the old locations looked like. At least it was here temporarily or something. I'm not from International Falls, and I've only visited the area maybe two or three times in my life, so I really, unfortunately, my historical knowledge of the place is very little. So if there's any locals around here, or anyone more familiar with the area that wants to leave a comment with more information about what you know about what you see in this video and the retail history of International Falls, I sure would appreciate it, just because it'd be really interesting to learn more about it. But it's an interesting place. You can see inside here, nothing really exciting. It's just an old store, but it's just interesting that, at least currently, what they have for major retailer stores is, as far as big box stuff, is basically your Super One Foods and your Menards store and a few other smaller places. I know they've got like a Dollar General and a Family Dollar on the other side of town. They also have a Dollar Tree, which I'll show a clip of here pretty quickly. But yeah, it's mostly the Menards store. They don't have a Walmart. They don't have anything like that around. But they do have that over in Fort Francis. So I imagine that a lot of people that live in International Falls hop the border quite a bit to do some shopping at Walmart and Canadian Tire and those sorts of places. But I'll show just a few images of like the Super One Foods, and they do have a Tractor Supply Company here too, right next to the Super One Foods. I'm not sure if that was anything previously. It kind of looks like it might have been like a Pamida or Shopko hometown perhaps at one point, but I'm not really sure. but right now it's a Tractor Supply. So that's just a quick look at basically what they have in International Falls as far as big box stuff. I could have showed, some of the downtown stuff, but that's kind of more of your typical mom and pop type shops. But yeah, International Falls retail stuff, kind of an interesting, it's just interesting to me, I guess, because they don't have a big, Walmart type retailer anymore now that the Kmart closed. So anyways, there was just a look at that. Thanks for watching.